Hello and welcome back, I'm Joe, and this is Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Should I tell you a secret? Sometimes I have no idea what I'm going to do in this episode. Not kidding, but looks like this is nice and clogged up, so at some point I'll probably have to revisit this. And honestly, I don't think, and I think I kind of teased that last time, I don't think I'm very far away from ripping this incinerator and this recycling plant out because it's just not doing what I needed to do, and I would like it to do a little more. These houses, how are you guys doing? You look like you are doing just fine doing these things. Cool. And then, yeah, there's city number 2 that's really not moving very fast because we're missing people. We could be mean and put a housing unit somewhere here and just have people, well, take the train if they dare, but the train never shows up because I have no frequency available for that train, and that's fine. Oh, another thing. I think I'm done with this. I'm done with this setting. I don't think I use it, I would use it the way that it's intended to be used. So we're just going to get rid of that because all this rail is deactivated because of that reason. And I don't think I'm gaining anything by doing that. So let's just fix that by turning it off because that's how we do things in this republic. And that's cool. Awesome sauce. This one I would really like to get done. What is your real problem? You just need more concrete. So how about number 2, you get on that hard and we will figure out what the rest of the activities are that you guys are currently not completing. A lot of them. Okay, well, give priorities to some of these and then they should actually get done. We'll see. It'll just take a while. Other workers on there, please? Oh, cool. 76 workers. That's not terrible. We can actually make do with those for a little while. 2 people here, 2 people here. We have water and sewage and all that stuff set up. Great. This one is producing water. Yeah, I think this is all fine. I am very extremely tempted, so tempted to, well, as I said, rip out the recycling and the incinerator thing that I had. I wanted to use this area over here, but in a comment, either Jan or Hanako pointed out that this is a terrible place for it. It will be a much better place to go in the middle of both cities, which is this mountain, so not there. But over here, there's room. There's even a gravel place over here that we could do our gravel nonsense that I was talking about before that could go right here. So we could do a lot of something in this area. And that is, I am tempted. I'm so tempted to throw that here. The only problem we have right from the get-go is I don't have a good way to get the rail here, although we could, well, we could not partake, but we could increase this junction just a little bit, that we just have another out here and another in here. What I'm talking about is just literally this and this, and now F4, nope, it's just a little more ugly than it needs to be, that's fine. F4 for snap, get this one on, and then you get along with this thing. I don't want you to overlap on the other rail. Something like this. We could add another route here, which is not terrible because there's so much space right here, which honestly, if I do whatever I want to do right here, it's probably not a bad place either. And I don't have to cross the road, and I can still get gravel situated from here. I just put a couple of conveyor belts somewhere and then they can figure it out. It may temporarily disable the power lines that I have running there, which would be unfortunate, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. So there are a lot of things going on that I'm thinking about, and I don't know if I want to go that route or not. What are we doing here? This is really just for the city and then for later on what the industries over there need. For right now, let's do this. Let's just set it to food, just to get started, and then give me a little bit of alcohol, a little bit of chemicals, a little bit of clothing. Is that clothing? Yes, it is. And a little bit of electronics. Sure. This is a big warehouse. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. And that gets us started. I don't really want to know, or I don't really know what I'm going to do with this yet, but it gets us started, and we could have a rail distribution office actually do some work here. So if they show up and do something, that would be great. Do we have that cargo station associated with something? This train cargo station, I'm assuming, is... Nope, that's the wrong one. It's not the one that I thought of at all. Where's the other one? Is it Rostock? No. It should be Rostock, but it's too far away. Train aggregate unloading, train cargo station. There we go. Yeah. I'm telling it to just bring everything, which is a stupid idea. So give me steel, prefab, bricks, boards, crops, chemicals, clothing, electronics, this one and this one, because they have to be picked up from someone. So get that one in here and electronics in here, just a little extra, 10%, sure. Alcohol 16 tons, no, that one's a little more. Chemicals seems fine. Electronics also seems fine, yeah. All of that can come from the trains. It will be a little more expensive over time, but that is fine. Fine, fine. Oh boy. I'm getting into this organizational nightmare where I now have to make sure that all the drop-off zones also only accept what I allow there. But it looks like we are doing okay on that, which makes me think maybe... what is this one? You are doing coal and gravel, please. Thank you. As long as I define that. Because I'm looking at the unloading stations, all the destinations. As long as they are checked, I do not have to check any of these guys. So turn this off and they can just figure out what the destinations want and can go from there. I think that is okay. Right? Yeah, there's bauxite. You're helping a little bit with that. Yeah, no, that's fine. They can start filling that in. And voila! Things are happening. What are you doing? You try to bring crops here? No. Get out of here. Don't want your crops. Yeah, bye. Get out of here, dude. Oh, and meat. We need a refrigerator car. Can we get one of those in here? Because that just finished just a second ago, literally. We don't have any fridge cars. Correct. Cool. Do we have room in the yard? I think we do have room in the yard, so let's get something organized. I would like a fridge car, refrigerator, cargo wagon, refrigerator isotherm, or this one, 22 tons versus 24. Give me 3 of these. That should be more than sufficient, and then give me a diesel loco. I honestly don't care which one. One of the small... Are we really this late in the game that we only have 2 more available right now? That's fine. We'll just... Oh, this is a used one. Forgive me. Now I hear you. Okay, used train, which is this one. Could you please come out and play here? And then after you go there, I would like you to run the refrigerator cars from there to there until they're all here. Probably like 2 rounds or so, and then after that, go back home. Maybe 1 round is enough. We're just going to assign it to this, but we have to get to the depot before I can tell it to go back to the depot when we're done with this. Which is fine. Did you just get fuel? That's nice of you. Looking at our percentages, everything looks good enough. You do that trip, please. Thank you. Once you're done with that, we can also assign... Well, we don't even have to assign it. We'll just get meat into the storage and... Oh, 700 tons. Oh. That's a little more than I expected, but that's fine. What was I using this one for? Oh, water and sewage right now. And then trash later on, right? Yeah, we have to put the trash thing over here. The other thing that I could do with trash, and I think this is a trashy idea, not good idea, I should say, is to just expand again, put another city here, and make that our trash separation unicorn, or thing that will get those things done. I don't think that is what we need or want, but it is an option. It is an option because right now this city is going to take a little bit of time to get done. How are we doing here? Yeah, we have something ready and not enough ready, honestly, when I look at this. So just build things. The housing units are honestly not that important. I want the middle things done, but we can't get the middle things done until well, we have some road completed, which this one is the big one. So how's this going? 85 tons of concrete. That's really not that bad. You're almost done with this, so that's cool. Construction office, do that one and this one, and then get a few more footpaths in here because we do have some okay connections now, it appears. You can come through there and go here and semi-connect into this thing. Yep, that's what tram. That's fine. We don't have that road connection yet. Okay, yeah, get that one freed up for now. That looks fine. Give me some... Oh boy. No, that's wild. That's weird and wild. Let's get that one assigned there. Yeah, we just need footpaths. We're not going to get around that. Wow. Words, hard. We're not going to get around that. These are kind of essentials, so let's just let them get done with this, and we can move on. Yeah, we're going to make this a little shorter so I can actually get this to a relatively completed state, because right now we're nowhere near that. That we can assign there. These are not done yet, so we need a couple more. Footpath, hell. It's fine. It's necessary, but it's not quite as exciting to watch. But these things have to get done, and the sooner they get done, the better everything is. So if we get you in there, there's so much empty space here, I don't even know what I'm going to do with that. But I guess that's a good problem to have, right? Yeah, that's a great problem to have. Get you here, and there's another one right here. You probably want to get connected to this. That looks great. Yeah, just keep on building. Here's some underground stuff that needs to be connected. Here is some. No, that's already footpath. Cool. This should be fine. That should keep our road and gravel constructions busy, at least for the near future, if we're lucky. Yeah, sure. Build the tram station access from this side as well. Get all of those in here. That one can't do those. This guy, sure. And then these are all those roads. I really don't need this one right now. And is there anyone else? Anyone else that's already assigned? Yes. Cancel construction, because we really don't need any of these residential buildings to be ready yet. That's fine. There's a little thing over here. Can that be connected? Yes, it can. And then just want to walk through here. Sure. Yeah. We're gonna get to something. Did I say that I'm not always sure what I want to do next? Yeah, this is hopefully an illustration of exactly that. But all of that needs to get done so they can twiddle around with that. That'll be great. You can go here. And then if my construction office group 1 really has nothing to do right now, oh, they have more than enough to do. They're building those flats and everything else in that city that needs to expand a little bit, because people need more spaces, and that's great. That looks fine. This train is not blocking traffic, which is awesome. Love that. This train is confused because... Oh. I thought about this. I actually did, and it's a little weird. Because I have to tell you now to go to a spot. Go to a spot out here. It looks like there was only room for 2 refrigerated cars. Interesting. But I need a spot, and it looks like this. Give me a waypoint somewhere over here. Really doesn't matter that much. Then talk to this guy, and after you go to the distribution office, go to this slot, and that is the waypoint now, and it can totally make it there. Now I'll tell you to go there, and it will turn around on that waypoint. Super cool, right? Yeah, rain train. 2 refrigerated cars should be more than sufficient to do what we need to do here, and I think it's cool that we have a little shunter like this available. It's too slow to do any long distance traveling, but hey, it turned around and now it knows where to go. What more does one need? Nothing. Nothing at all. Yes, these guys can just figure out where they need to go, and that's wonderful. Yeah, this city is pretty much done once those buildings are done, and actually I'm very happy that I didn't put any Nerpo flats in here. It looks a lot better this way. Oh, research is done. How wonderful. What's this? Belt production. Okay. Hey, stop moving. There you go. There was someone clever that said you could get this fixed with loyalty, and I love it. Our current loyalty is 60%, and if we just turn this up to 75%, turn off the workers now, I'm expecting no longer to see any students in here until we actually want them. Beautiful, which should free up a bunch of workers. Thank you for that tip. I forgot which username that was, but obviously it is very effective and very great to have, so I love that. This is still a bad sign. There are no dump trucks sitting there, and we're probably about to overflow all of these things again as usual. Yes, we are. So yes, we have to fix the trash situation. We could use this as a trash connection because this is also relatively far away. And there's a lot of material coming in here. Yeah, but we could put material in here and that would be about the same distance. Should it be here or should it be there? Pick one. Pick one right now. Okay, we're gonna pick one like this. What's our measurement? From this road to there is 1400 meters. I can tell you that people have told me that the air distance for pollution on the incinerator when it runs on max is about 1.5 kilometers. So this is not far enough away. Okay, so let's check this one. We know that this one on the right side is definitely far enough away. And on the left side, let's take this as our measuring stick. Oh, right here is fine. And see if this one's any further. 1,500 meters. It is a little further, and I will take that as a sign that, yes, the full recycling group setup has to go here because we have to build something while we're waiting. There's so much other stuff going on, but this is what we're going to do. All right. Do I have all the recycling researched? No, I don't have most of the separation researched yet. So go back here, turn this off, and get the separation going. I need all of them. Metal scraps, yeah, everything that we have. Max this out. We don't need that many students. Actually, turn this up to 50% because of the same reason as before. We don't need that many freeloaders. Get a couple more workers in here. What is our higher education? It's 33%. It's not terrible. We need this done so I can actually plan things out. Which throws a little wrench in this, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Let's build the ones that we can and then think about the ones that we can't. You can't turn off research at this point to plan out things a little better, but that's not super helpful. Gravel recycling. This is the first one that I think we really want, and if we use this as our gravel setup, then there's nothing that says we shouldn't... we shouldn't do the thing that I'm about to do. That's a silly way to phrase anything. Can I do this? Can I put you here, and can I get any conveyor connection through this? No, not there. Okay. Over here I can get one. Okay, so I can get underneath the power lines, which is all I really wanted to check here. It's not super trivial, but you can do it. Cool. I would like to get rid of you then, and you. Very good. And see what goes on here. Where are we? 50%? No, 17. not fast enough. Okay. While we're thinking, they can move a little faster because why not? Okay. Move in here. Should we make this the gravel setup, or should we make this something else? I don't want to run rail across this. Not necessarily, but I feel like that's just a stupid thought that I have that really does not make a difference. Why is there no meat coming through here? Oh, because I haven't told the distribution office, which is assigned to this one, to bring meat to that location, which is this. Add meat. Everyone's happy. Cool. Awesome. That should work. All right. Construction guys, are you moving along? Oh boy. that's a small problem. Let's help them. You have just this and that. Okay. Are you not part of a construction office zone? Nope, you're not. Okay. Let me help you with that. You, buddy, you're the ones that are important for everything that we want to do out here. So I am glad I just caught that. Too late, obviously, but not super late, because these guys will never get done without you, like so. Looks like our gravel paths are done. This one will never get done. This one will never get done. This one will never get done. That one will never get... Yeah, no wonder that we got nothing done, because we were ignoring the needs for all of the workers. So now that should be a little better. We have more footpaths in here. Okay, you could start putting some trash and stuff on here, but I don't know. I don't think that we need that. Like, it's enough if we turn half of the city on in the beginning, and then the other half can come later. And that will be totally sufficient for everything we want to do. Let's get our construction office and get a little more fiddly over here that they can go out this way. And then what should I do here? I think to start out, it's totally sufficient to just put a simple crossing here. When we have time and money later, we'll just expand this to double track the whole way. But for right now, that should be enough for everything that we want to do. Was it far enough for a train? No, not for a long train, but for a short train for sure. Okay, well, if it doesn't work for a short train, then we don't want anything to do with this. Let's do that again. Give me from there. Good. A little bit extra. This is definitely long enough for a long train now. Get you in there, and then you can get assigned. Everything is fine because active construction is on. So that will work wonderfully. Cool. We still need so much stuff here. It's fun, and it's fun at the same time. Let's go with that. Let's get a couple of these buildings actually built so we can get things moving in the right direction. You can come through there. You can come through here. Yeah. I don't know. I was thinking about something. I don't like what I was thinking about, so we're just going to keep doing exactly this. Nipple flat buildings? Yes, please. They will be nice. They'll be really nice to have here. We're clearly not ready for them, but at some point we have to be. They can go through all of that. That looks great. You can connect on here. You're already connected there. You could connect in here. You're connected there. You. Sure. I don't even know what this is. What is this? Oh, it's just a different swimming pool with funny footpath connections. That's cool. You can go there. We could connect you to this because it's the last footpath that is still wide open. This one can also connect in here and there. Yeah, this is... I don't know. It's not... It's fine. It's part of the game. So, there we go. Alright, honestly, a lot of your comments on most of the videos just make me think, you're very aware of this. You're very aware of how monotonous these things sometimes can be, and you're fine with it. It's just like, just move on, dude. It's fine. We get it. Just do the thing. So I will try to do more of the thing now, until we arrive. Cool. These look fine. Get those assigned to our construction guys, and do more stuff. That one. I think the gravel office is assigned to those things already, which is neat. Get that one on there, and yeah, this would be nice if that actually gets done. So make that high priority. And is there any problem over here? Cannot store anything. And the cement trucks are here. Are you assigned to my group? Nope. I'm glad I spent some time over here. That could have been really bad. We definitely need that. And then, really, all the things we just... No, most of the things we assigned do not need cement. But there are certainly some things here that need cement. There, and then this one. Yep, just needs, well, concrete, cement, whatever you want to call it. Now you're busy. Now you're moving. Now you can actually get stuff done. Cool. So we were missing exactly that. How's our population going? Population is going okay. We have nobody living with their parents anymore. 33%. Research is done. Wonderful. More separation, please. There's a lot of traffic going on over here. That's neat. It looked like we were already done with everything construction-wise. Oh, they're repairing the radio station. Got it. Okay, let's look at something because I'm curious because it's not moving the way that I thought. Yeah, we're kind of in a lull on our population, but our happiness is pretty good. Stroke or heart attack. Someone pointed out that that is something you can research in the medical university. It's not going to happen right now, but it is something that we have there. And as you can see, there's not a lot of other stuff having a negative impact on this. We are drinking alcohol right now, which makes me realize that's why our population is not going where I want it to go. So, there you go. Fix that. Really easy. I'm a little sad to see this number, 1,200 escapes, but it happened, and there was a reason it happened, so we are good to go. But yeah, these guys are actually constructing things now. They're moving a lot faster, and that is wonderful, because that means we will get the central part of that whole thing done in less time? No time? Later? Sooner. Sooner, probably. So that is good. These things just have to get moving eventually, too. All right. So we have some recycling to build here. How many workers do we need? That's probably something I have to figure out before I can even say that I want to do this, because if I don't have the workers available that I need, there's no reason for it. 50. 15, 20. So this one is 85. Okay, 100, 120, 150, 175. Probably won't build this one, but less than 200, plus the incinerators. We could do the power and the heating plant. I think I will just build a normal incinerator, because these are not reliable, and the way that the game likes to spread out the power production, I don't think it will be great. This is the one that has the highest pollution tonnage per year, but hopefully we don't max that out. So we just need 200 workers for this whole what's it called, recycling setup, which means one Nerpo flat will take care of exactly what we need. So that's neat. All we have to do really is just add one more Nerpo flat somewhere in this area, which there's a spot right here where I see 2 open slots that we should use. So that's what we're going to do. That will be enough workers for all of the recycling area. So plop one here, plop one here. Some more necessities, so I think that will be fine. I will turn you around, just because the footpaths pointing the way that they are would not make any sense for anyone. So you go there, you go flip like this. Now these buildings are looking at each other, and that looks great. I didn't mean to do that. Thank you. And I don't know that we need the same thing on this side. I think we'll be just fine. It's not completely symmetric. It's asymmetric, but that's just the B-Ball Joe way. So, cool. Yes, let's do the recycling thing. Let's get started somewhere and go somewhere else after. Okay. Yes, I like that the gravel could be here, because the gravel industry by itself does not require a lot, but the gravel industry overall, like with cement and what's the other one? Cement requires coal and gravel. Prefab's panel also requires gravel. If you put those two together, that is a lot of workers, and we will not be able to fit them in this area. But if I build another city right here and bring them to the gravel setup, I think that will be fine. Should I do that while we build things? I'm very tempted, and I don't have a good reason to say no, so I think the answer should be yeah, why not? How about you do that? Also, this road I didn't really continue as a highway, but that's a different problem for some other time. That'll be okay. I get you all assigned. That looks good. You're actually building on things or building things. That's awesome. There's some concrete. Yeah, you're doing what I need you to do, and you're doing it fast enough. So that's good. Can I get these? Yes, I can. I can get all of them. How many mechanisms do we have parked here? Not that many, but also not that few. Okay, stop stalling. We are 28 minutes in. Nothing happens. Let's build this thing. Is there a problem that there's a mountain in the back? Most likely. Is that going to stop you? Hopefully not. Waste. We have general separation. This one is the one that should take everything that we give it and turn it into other materials. Now, many of you have said something that I want to double check. That the recycling, if you turn it on, works really well. I don't know. It seems like it works fine. Yeah, it's just bio-waste, so the only thing we have... There's still bio-waste in here, there's still burnable waste in here, and there's still other waste in there. So is my problem that I don't have enough bio-waste containers? If I had 2 more bio-waste containers, do they get the bio-waste that is sitting here? I think technically yes. Practically, I'm not sure that's how it works. Oh, these are all done. That's nice. That's nice. I can probably use them, but right now we really don't need them to do anything. You're fine, and you are also almost fine. Yeah, you're doing the... I think I'm still exporting the construction waste. That's cool. How's this going? There's some bio waste, so let's turn that up. I don't see any... there's construction waste. That's interesting. I don't see any metal scraps or... aluminum scrap, definitely. That's not showing up here. So do 2 more of this. Hazardous waste seems to be a common thing. I don't think plastic waste is a thing. And then we can just use that same setup for other things as well. Can you assign them when they're not built yet? I really am not sure, but there you go. You look okay, just have more of everything. Alright, mixed waste. What would we have to separate? It's just bio-waste and burnable waste. If that is all the waste that we have to worry about, that'd be nice, but that's not really historically what I've been seeing. Construction waste there. Yeah, there's a little bit of everything, but there's also hazardous waste. So, what would we do with the recycling setup? What do we want out of it? That is another big question, because we have to remember trains actually currently load super slow when you give them the recycling, when you give them the waste pickup. So that makes me a little bit nervous. Not a lot nervous, but definitely a little bit nervous. It would be really nice to have our our recycling research done yet, but obviously that hasn't happened yet, but we're getting to that place. So that's okay. This number feels like it's been static for a little while, but that's okay. I see the number of children move around, and our health has been up just a little bit, so that's perfect. Yeah, what should we do here? Separating general waste will give us what? Metal, aluminum, plastic, and construction waste. Cool. And we can take that to the other recycling plants over here. It would be nice if I can set these up in a way where only one of them is necessary, but I'm not sure that is really a thing. Here's the other thing. We can get 87%, 85%, 60% for the metals, where this one gives us 98% of the metal scrap, and the aluminum separation gives us 97%. So we can either build one of these, or we can build one of each of these. Which one is better? Which one is better indeed? Because I don't think that you can run these through the same thing. Like if I run something through scrap separation. No! I go through scrap first, and I get all the metal out. Mostly all the metal out. Then I take that and put it through aluminum. Get all the aluminum out if there is ever a thing such as that, which I think most of the time it won't have aluminum. Okay? And then when I'm done with those, I give it to the general separation, and that will get the construction waste out and the plastic waste. So it shouldn't have any metal scrap or aluminum scrap left over at this point. So I get all of that out in that order, and then I can bring those to other places, like this one. Construction waste separation, cool. And then plastic, you know, steel, aluminum, all that stuff. What would I give to an incinerator? Really just burnable waste. It will just be burnable, bio waste, and hazardous waste if it's still in the mixed waste at that point. Okay. 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 Think gravel-wise, the gravel recycling plant, this thing is going to get overloaded really fast. How do you look? You just have a bunch of conveyor belt connections. Okay. Which is probably a good thing. Well, it just has one in and two outs. We probably don't need two outs, but this will just produce gravel. And a lot of it, honestly, a lot of gravel. So you have to go somewhere. If all our gravel goes over here, I should probably do something like this. You gotta start somewhere. I don't know where I want to start yet, but you gotta start somewhere. Let's get you over here. Get our aggregate conveyor. 3 inch, sure. Let's see if there's any good place for a connection here. Yes, there was one. I saw it. I saw it. Come back here. It wants to, it just doesn't want to. There we go. That's a connection that gets all the gravel over on this side of the road, and we don't have to worry about that stuff anymore. That is actually a really good thing. Now we are here, which this is where all the quarries will be. Okay, so I have to worry about that. That shouldn't be a big issue because we can still put the actual gravel, the vanilla gravel factory, gravel processing plant right here. Yeah, this is fine. Oh, look at that, the vanilla one got the input. Ooh! It got 2 inputs actually. That's pretty fancy and snazzy. That changes this setup a lot. I don't know when they added that, but it's pretty cool that they did, because now we really don't need any more other connections. So that one can go there. We're going to get... Oh, I'm excited about this now because it's not dreadful like it was before. We really just need a small aggregate storage of any size. This one is totally sufficient. We don't need anything fancy here. And then we need a sufficient amount of unloading stations. What is a sufficient amount? 2. just 2. 2 will be fine, and we can get our... You know what's possible now? You know what is possible now? To set up the quarries with distribution offices. You could do that before with mods, I get it. Yeah. But with vanilla, because the problem was before that the vanilla gravel quarry... Well, no, you may not be able to. I may have to take that back. Where's my gravel setup? You are here. Gravel quarry. What's your internal storage? 18 tons of mixed waste, maximum production. Is there like a... No, there's no output on here. What is your internal storage? Big garbage container, max consumption. Yeah. I don't remember if the distribution office can figure this out because there's no internal storage here. So what does it pick up? It will just say, okay, go to this thing. But once the excavator stops moving, it will stop doing something. Maybe I'll just play with that. I don't even want to test it out. I just want to see how it works here because in the end, I'm going to use all of the trucks and excavator no matter what I do. So setting that up like this should be okay. Gets us all the gravel into this area. Cool. And then we're just going to shove it into a humongous gravel thing. That's a technical term. The gravel thing. I would like you here. Yeah, this is fine. Why here? Because I wanted the road connection to have a reasonable connectivity to something else. And then we need to build the conveyor. Again, building in the way. No, it really isn't. It really isn't. I think there's something wrong with those storages, but that's fine. So if we set it up like this... actually, no, I don't want you here. I want that one connected. Cool. If I set you up like this, I believe it will just work. Cool. Everything is where it's supposed to be. Great. I love it. Can I get a road through here? No, you can't. Okay, that's not the end of the world. This quarry setup will be super self-contained, so I'm kind of excited for that. Construction offices. Number 1, what are you doing? You are not currently doing anything. Construction office group 2, you are doing all of these things. Okay. That's a little more than I actually want you to do, but that's fine. Let's get the construction group 1 onto something that we haven't started yet. There's no road connection to this thing. Okay, can you fix that? Yes, you can. Crossing not allowed. If you get a node that is a footpath, it will be like, oh, you can't do this anymore, so you just have to reset that. Can I get number 2 on here, and then we can get that construction going over there. Oh yeah, this one, sure. It's a little far away for you to drive, but that's fine. And while you add it, just get 1 or 2 of the Nopal flats done. I think that would be wonderful. You have a pretty long driving distance, so I will just leave it at that, because they have to figure out things. Anyways, so this is an okay setup for the gravel, and then we still have to get all the gravel in there, and we have to pick up the gravel with a cargo station, okay. Oh, this is my element. This is what I like, and we have so much time right now that this is actually perfect, because I wouldn't know what else to do anyways. Train aggregate loading. Give me something big. How long are you? 123 meters, 123, 32, and 100. So it's either of these. We're just going to use this one. I think this has proven to be good enough for what we want to do here. So sure, no, just get that connection. That's fine. And this is all the gravel we really need in this area. Now I have rail sitting there, which means I actually have to make sure that that is attached to something. I wouldn't be surprised if the rail runs over here though, so I just have to keep that in mind. Let's do this 6 times, and then when we're tired of seeing this, we can move on to the next part of this. You want to do the recycling setup, not the gravel setup. But I don't have the full recycling setup yet. In the gravel one, I can actually build the whole chain. So maybe I should do this first anyways. Because research is... well, you're almost done. Cool. Speaking of the devils. That looks good. Give me... aluminum is not important. We're not having aluminum. Okay, give me plastic then. I'll be fine. We're almost done. I'm very excited about that. Yeah, once plastic is done, we can actually do this part. So, let's move these out. We're driving on the right. Okay, which means that would come in this way. Alright, which means this one does not have to be as big as you just made it, because it just have to be big on the inside. That's fine. I'd rather make it too big than too small, because at least this way I have enough space for any problems that I may run into later on. So this is fine. Alright, good enough. Fair enough. We even have some oil sitting over there that we could also connect to if we wanted to, because we have nothing else done to it at this stage. Speaking of which... no, leave them alone. They don't have to go out there and do anything. Let's get that one assigned. Cool. So we have gravel here, 5,000 tons. What's next? Well, get them connected to something that needs it. We have this one that produces 81 tons per workday, and this one that produces 108. You require 200 tons of gravel. You require 75 tons of gravel. No, that's his import. You require 210 and you require 210. So this one is a little more efficient. Let's go with this one. You want, and what do you want? You want gravel and? You want gravel and coal. Okay. Oh my gosh. I have no clue how I need to do this, because now I need a connection for cement. Okay. Then I need a connection for prefab panels. Okay. Then I want probably a connection for brick factory, because we're already bringing coal out here, so at least make it count. I don't think this is going to stay where it is. So let's just undo the thing that I already did, because why not? We can do a lot of stuff with conveyor belts here, so this will be nice. City, don't build yourself too fast, because I will screw this up more than once, and then we need some problem solving. Let's see here. We have some cement stored there, we have some bitumen stored here, and we should have some workers sitting here. Awesome. They are doing exactly what I want them to do. Anything bad or good here? Let's assign some priorities, and they can keep going with what they've been doing. I love it. All right. Let's get this. The one that only requires cement and gravel is the prefab panels factory. Okay, it's relatively small. That's good. And it has gravel in on that side, and it has a cement in on the other side. Is that a sign? I don't know. Put you here? Sure. You want to connect there? Yes. I'd rather have you over here. Okay. Sure. Plop you there. We'll see how this goes, because I don't know yet. Then we could... I don't like where the connections are. They're those factory connections. We do need to store the prefab panels somewhere. So let's get our big open storage. There you go. Set it up somewhere. Probably not pointing into the yard. Pointing out of the yard would make more sense with the rail attachment somewhere. Just close to this. That's fine. That will be prefabs. Okay. We also need cement to come in. Okay, how do we store cement? Two ways. We could do with the dry bulks. What's the biggest one that we have? 1,000 tons, 23, 23, and 14. How are these different? This one uses a lot less power to do anything. I don't know what that really means for the game, but that's fine. So if we connect you here, road connection, you're kind of an awkward spot. We could do this. Oh yeah, factory connection on this side is honestly not terrible. I don't remember what the what's it called? What the cement factory. There we go. What that one actually wants to use, but it should be fine. And this one is definitely tall enough to let a road underneath it. So this is fine. This is set up, and this is good. All right. Next setup. Cement. Yes. Big cement plant. Very good. It does need to feed into this thing, and the only way to feed into it is from here, either via one of those connectors. Okay, that's fine. So if I put you here, that's not bad. Okay. It isn't bad. The only thing that's bad is I don't have a good way of getting cement from this location to any other location, so that could be a problem. Alright, what is our dry bulk load? Well, we could do this with a cargo station or a dry bulk loading station. So there are a couple options here, which means if we go out here, get that one connected like this. Yes. It's a little ugly. Yeah, that's okay. I think we can stand here with a factory connection and make it work. Okay, let's flatten that area. Factory connection and get you in there. Too long, really? That's unfortunate. Okay, try that again. A little better this time. If I flip you, do I have anything better? I really don't think so. Oh, we do have a much better factory connection on this side, but is that good enough for what we want? I don't know. Let's try it out. Let's get you in here. Get that one connected so we can get all the cement in there. Cool. And let's move on. Yeah, is one of these prefab panels good enough? There's another connection right here that we could use. Maybe we'll use it. Okay, so that one goes over there. Now, dry bulk storage, we want the aggregate loading, unloading, like this. I can't put you on this side because it's silly, so I have to put you on this side, which means this is really our only hope. Get a direct connection just like this to get cement out from here. That is not the end of the world. This is very usable the way it is, and as long as this road is connectable. It is. Cool. So that is fine. We don't have gravel here yet, but this is why I took out the thing that I built, that I put there earlier, because I wasn't sure if that was going to play nice enough with everything else that we want. Because now I can go here and get the double tall conveyor belt. This one is good enough. And before I place it, I will just build a quick rail connection for this thing, because this is the thing that we won't be able to place later. EE. Okay, this is what I thought. We're not going to get an easy connection out of this guy. Now, we could go all the way around here. Okay. We could also go flip this thing around again and get a different connection. But I'd really much rather get one of these connections working. But it's... Well, if we go on this side, if we do 2 conveyors, it will totally work. So yeah, there's an option. The problem is the conveyor that is here is a... well, if we do that, may as well go really tall. The conveyor that's down here is in the ground, and the conveyor that we want is high up. So EE, this is fine. This will totally do what we need to do. Let's get that one connected right here. We don't actually need this. And then let's get another conveyor that's also a splitter, also nice and tall right here. This is already high up. This is good enough. Keep them on a nice level if that road connects. That road can connect to so many places, we really don't need it to do the thing that you think we need it to do. Okay. This presents one small issue. We will not be able to use a distribution office to handle gravel if this is the final destination. And, but it gives there's a challenge, but an opportunity. So gravel, if we produce it right, we will never produce enough. But I don't know this new vanilla factory that will produce a lot of stuff, because you now have a better unloading schedule or unloading system that should make everything that we do from here a lot easier. So I can set a priority for this conveyor belt to push into the cement plant. Wonderful. But I will never know if I have enough gravel left over when this thing is not running. But push it here first. I think that's fine. And then we just push the leftover into a large storage again. I don't think that's a problem. This storage, yes, this large, is totally fine. We can also, obviously, it's kind of kind of showing that. We could also go this route, that we have this as the final storage, so we have really a 10,000 ton gravel storage, and honestly, I don't hate that idea, so we may actually do exactly that. If we put this here, don't connect that, we don't need these connected, so now we have everything stored in here, but we have 2 5,000 ton gravel collectors or gravel storages, which one is just going over here for the prefabs. It will pull out a lot of material, but as long as the gravel factory is running, all of this is running, so that's the thing that really matters here anyways. That's a stupid comment to make probably, but I hope you know what I'm trying to say. So we put this one here. Now, if we put a gravel loading and unloading next to this thing, and we put a separate conveyor engine over on this side, yes, like this, that looks pretty. Can I make you a little shorter? No, shorter you don't like. Okay, do this. That one will just get a normal connection like that. Are these all on the ground? Yes, all of those connections are on the ground, so just use the ones that's closest by, which should be... too much zooming and pushing buttons and all that stuff. Put you here. That's fine. I think you are pretty much straight. We don't want this one. We want number 8. This one. Can't build. Can't build. Oh, this is why I didn't want to build, because you can't do the angle with the rail there. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, I think that means we're just gonna go here then. Beautiful. You did it. Proud of you. Good job. Okay, so that can still get all the gravel in there. We can get gravel over here. I don't think this is going to be producing enough, but if we need to, how do we add a secondary production in here? We don't in the current setup. If we want a second production here, which I don't know that we need it, we have to move these guys a little further, well, a little better. So let's see, I want the gravel processing plant, yes. Put one here. Okay, should I just flip you around? T, yes, now I have the inputs on the other side. That's good. And they moved the footpaths as well. That's cool. They're in the middle now. They were usually in the beginning or at the front of that building. Flip this one around again. And then, nope, this way, yes. Now I have those connections where I want them. I would just like to, maybe I can get this regardless. Let's see. Let's get you here in the ground. Yes, technically you could feed into that one as well as feed into these. Hill causing obstruction. That's not what I expected to hear. Hill causing obstruction, okay. F2, there is a hill indeed. There's a relatively steep hill right there, but that's very easy to fix. So let's get rid of this little thing, whatever that is, and get you connected. Still hill causing obstruction, okay. Lower all of this. There's already a valley there. We can already, probably going to be close to water here in just a minute. So hopefully this is good enough. Cool. That works. That gets us in there, and this one actually feeds into this a little bit, and we can allow that, or we can just not let this one get constructed for the time being. We'll see how that works out. That is fine. And now we can get a better setup over here. We still don't need a large gravel storage, and I would think that our research here is... Oh, it's not done yet. It's actually surprising. That a large gravel storage over here... Well, no, where are you? Here. Large gravel storage. I don't want to take up any space or any materials that we can actually get out of the ground, so we are now getting into a little spacing issue, which makes me think, let's move these again. We're going to get this right, and I would like to get it right without having to redo all of the stuff that we did over here already, so we'll see how this goes. If we now angle you just a little different, let's flip that around, get you an angle on here. That should be fine. And you, flip you around. You should be able to get an angle on here. Yes. That is not the conveyor belt connection that I want from you, but that's okay. I think that's just telling me that you can go in there and you can go in there. That's good. Now we have these two. Conveyor connections. What do we want? Not the biggest one. I do want something that has a little bit of oomph. Maybe the half-sized one. Don't hate it. I don't hate this one. If we can center it, close to center. Again, I don't want to take up any real estate from the gravel quarries that we can actually connect to here. So having you here should be fine. All the conveyor belts are connected. Good. Where's the road connection? Right there. Keep that in mind when you do the next piece. Can you turn this a little better maybe? We could have turned it, we totally could turn it this way, and we should totally do that. So try that again. It's trial and error and a lot of planning. That one, you actually want to connect to that thing? That is crazy, but okay. Not that one, not that one. Now we have a road connection here, a bunch of road connections over there. That's all good. There will be road here. That's all I have to remember. There will be road here. And we will figure out all the organization, all that stuff later on. How are you guys doing? You are having too much stuff to do. That makes perfect sense. How about we just cancel a little bit of construction out of this group, and you hopefully don't pick up everything right away and get a couple other things done. That would be wonderful. Cool. Hey, look, there's a there's a thing already done. Isn't that cool? Built that. You have nothing else to do, so do something useful. Cool. So those are all connected. There are conveyor belts. They are fine. The unloading station's going here again. I'm so excited to see this, because this is going to be a nice gravel operation, and I think this may even be enough. 2 of these gravel processing plants should give us what we need. The thing with the gravel processing plants is, doesn't matter what their output is, you don't know how much they will actually do. Like, maximum production per workday, 82 tons of gravel. Okay, that's not a lot, but... Oh, the aggregate storage is also updated. It has 145 tons now. Like, everything is better about this. But so 82 tons of gravel is what this one says it's going to produce. This guy needs to consume 210 tons of gravel, where this one needs to consume 65 tons of gravel. So we need 300 tons of gravel already in daily production. And for what I know, these don't collaborate exactly like that. So we'll see how this goes. I will do a couple more things. Truck aggregate unloading, yes. I will just feed them in here, because that's why I moved the road connection to the other side. Give this one a good chance to actually unload something. Give them each a little bit of waiting area or waiting line, like this, and then we can have a nice little road into the quarry area. It's probably not completely necessary, but I'm doing it anyways right now. And then we can go into gravel quarry. How many do we want? We want all of them all the time. Let's say 45% is probably... 16% is not good enough, but 44% is fine. 40%, yeah. 37, sure. Because most of these will produce more than enough material for us to get out what we want. And then I'm doing a little staggered system here, where trucks can actually get in and out wherever they want to get out. 40, 40 again, and now we have a little bit of a gap that I probably need to leave. So yeah, 67% there. Sure, 30% there. We're going to connect these with roads, and it will all make perfect sense. And if I can do this with distribution offices, cool. If I can't, also cool, because if I have 2 trucks in each of these, life is still okay. We will need a distribution office to make sure that we have fuel for these guys. But that's something for a different story. Okay, let's get our initial planning done. I think I left a little bit of extra space here. Beautiful. Okay. I did leave a little bit of extra space here, but is that going to be enough to wiggle out of this the setup? Yes, yes it is. Okay, so that can get us there, and we're going to take this one back because I don't like how almost no space we have to get connected to anything there, so that's fine. But I'm not currently planning on upgrading this to gravel. We may upgrade this to gravel. Just because we may just use the big trucks. I like the big trucks for the quarry operations a lot more than having the little trucks. That is fine. That is fine. That can go there. That one can go there. I just want to make sure that all of our trucks and all of our quarries actually have connections that are good enough and make sense. Now this is definitely the artery that needs to come out of here. And these 3 will stay, but we will turn you around, otherwise it doesn't make any sense. So, what do we have here? 48%. We can actually get a couple extra ones, because if we don't have to stagger them to be able to get in and out, then we can just do this, which staggering is completely unnecessary, because as you can see, we didn't have to pull through most of these, because there's enough room to get them connected behind. Anyways, okay, that's good. I will actually do this. I think this is not a terrible idea, and you can disagree with me if you really like. I'm going to put a roundabout in here. About this size, which means we will have to asphalt this, which is a little unfortunate, but that's fine. We're going to get a roundabout in here where you can go in on this side. Oh. More new features. Hold on. I got this. Let's take you back and... Sorry, you back. Then get you connected to just about there. And let's see our one-way roads, because I haven't had any reason to use them yet. One-way road, you connect there, you connect there. Cool. Should be self-explanatory, right? And then for these, give them a nice long runway to get in here. And then same thing, just give you some one-way roads to connect wherever you need to go. You can connect this way. Is this the best roundabout you've ever seen? Absolutely not. And if you say it is, then you are lying. Would you just connect to this thing? You just don't want to, do you? No, this is fine. Can you cross one-way roads? Yes, you can. That is interesting. I don't like it. I don't like how this comes out. It is what I want, but I don't like the current execution of it. So we are extending the driving distance a lot, which is probably not necessary. So here's what I'm going to do instead. Give me 2 separate lanes that are really the same lanes. And here, well, let's take that one back. Get this one in here. Would you just play ball, please? You're not playing ball. It's not very nice. There you go. Get those 2 in here, and that will take care of everything that we will ever have to do. Now, it's very important that we have fuel distribution for all of these. If I don't do that, and I have to put fuel distribution at the end of each of the roads, otherwise there's just too much traffic going to get fuel. But this should be fine. So this is our entrance to that quarry zone, and we can put a distribution office or something similar out on that end. I think that sounds great. More research, please. We gained like 100 people. Unemployment is still everything. Perfect. That's great. There's one thing we don't have yet, and then I think, well, 2 things that we don't, no, 1 thing, because we already have dry bulk storage over there. 1 thing we don't have yet, which is simply a gravel loading system for rail. We're just gonna do what we had before with the 6er, like so. We're just gonna make this a terminal station like we talked about with the other ones. That's fine. We just have to, is that actually connected? It is. All we have to do now is figure out a good way to connect these to the system, but since these are terminals, it shouldn't be hard because I don't have to go anywhere fancy. We can just have a rail yard coming in here, or well, you don't even need a rail yard for this. But there are many options to do the rail in this situation, so I'm just excited to see how that goes. Speaking of rail, how are you guys? 1 unfinished road. Does that mean everything out here is done? Pretty much. This one needs something, and yeah, you're already on the last piece. So we are really close to getting some of those NATO connectors, or NATO road pieces, not radar node pieces, NATO wagons, cargo wagons. That's what I wanted to say. But this looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy about this gravel setup. This is ridiculous, but I think it looks awesome, so I am excited to see all of this in action. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again very soon, and we'll go from there. There's a little crater over there. Yeah, you'll figure it out. No, I like this. This new gravel behavior may change everyone's day. Now, is this enough quarries? Figure it out next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.